I'm Harry Annison, Associate Professor at Southampton Law School at Southampton University in the UK, and I'm talking to you today about interpreting penal policymaking, a special issue for the Howard Journal of Crime and Justice, which I've co-edited with Mark Telford and John Boswell, two of my colleagues here at Southampton. And what we sought to do in this special issue is bring together a range of contributors in order to examine and explore what are broadly conceived of as interpretive approaches to understanding penal change. And these interpretive approaches draw from political science and policy studies, and we consider how they can enrich and complement existing work on penology and criminology, and in particular how that relates to existing work in social theory. And this is done by our contributors through a range of case studies, including Belgian prisons, drug policy in the UK, human rights and prison governance, and many more. And these papers, we're pleased to say, are excellent in themselves and fascinating case studies of their particular areas. What as a whole we hope that we've achieved is that these articles provide a number of arguments, or substantiate a number of arguments that can be made about the value of interpretive approaches to penology. Now, part of this is conceptual, that the kind of approaches and frameworks that are used can be used, and we suggest the case studies demonstrate can be used to explain penal change in a way that connects with and explains broad, generalised accounts, but in a way that actually has a connection with lived experience, and in our case primarily the lived experience of senior policymakers and others who are involved in these processes that we survey. Methodologically, the various approaches, the various case studies show different ways in which we can explore and analyse these kinds of dynamics, which of course can be drawn upon by other scholars. And thirdly, and importantly, given the history of the Howard Journal of Crime and Justice and its connections with the Howard League, its connections with practice and its ability for this type of work to engage with practice and practitioners in terms of exploring the meanings that are applied to actions, and that this allows the researcher and facilitates the researcher in being close and connected to the policies and practices that are in place, and the way that this can affect people related to or subject to these measures. And that can facilitate co-production and collaboration in identifying issues and identifying solutions. So we hope that you enjoy this special issue of the Howard Journal of Crime and Justice, and welcome any comments that you may have, and please do get in touch.